Well, hi, this is Darryl Davis coming here to talk about designing a real estate career worth smiling about. So I want to talk to you about how to form a metaphor analogy. If you're somebody who has been part of my training or have followed me, you'll know that, people have called me the godfather of stories, metaphors, analogies, because I introduced that into the industry on how to avoid using scripts and being tied to scripts. Anyway, the best metaphors, analogies to use when you're trying to explain MLS, yard sign, lockbox, or to handle a seller or buyer's concern, like the other broker said they would do it for less or sell it for more. The best way to communicate your point is to use a story, metaphor, analogy. Now, we give our coaching students over 50 ways in handling sellers' objections, concerns, plus another 50 when explaining marketing tools. But this video is to show you how to create one on the spot, because the best metaphors or analogies to use is when you're using something more personal to the person. So, for example, if let's say you find that the homeowners, let's say the homeowners want to put their house on the market for a higher price than what you're suggesting, and them doing that might hurt them. And let's say in your conversations with them, you know that the husband especially, or both love fishing. So you might use the fishing pole analogy. And you would say to a homeowner, so let's say you go out to the lake and you want to catch some fish. And so you take your pole and your bait, and you put the bait on the hook, and the fish are maybe 20 feet below the surface. And let's say you drop your line in and you place the bait and the hook in the water 5 feet from the surface. So you're pretty high from where the fish are. Are you going to catch any fish? Probably not. You may get one dumb fish that strays from the school, the pack, but chances are you're not going to get a nibble. What you want to do is you want to place the bait where the fish are. And if we look at the competition to your house, where the fish are going, we're seeing that we're in a price range of $450. Now, for you to want to put it up for $5.25, I'm suggesting at that height, you're nowhere near where the fish need to be, and we're not going to get any nibbles. There's an example of using a metaphor, analogy, however you want to say that, based on their interest. So here's a little formula to help you think of and create metaphors on the spot. We take the word form, F-O-R-M, and F stands for family. So if they've got children, they talk about, or they're single, or they're dating, or they've been married for 25 years, and they talk about that. So look for a family metaphor analogy when you're talking about MLS, yard sign, or handling their concern. The O stands for occupation. So whatever their occupation is. If they're a doctor, there's so many metaphors, analogies you can use with a doctor or a lawyer or a gas station attendant. Use their job. The R stands for recreation. So what their hobbies are. The fishing, for example, or bowling, or going away and traveling. And then the last one, M, is memories. So anything that is memorable that they might have shared with you. Could be a family event, could be a business a thing that happened, almost like a life-changing or next-level memory that somehow came out in your conversation or getting to know these people. So there you go. That's how you can form an analogy on the spot, using something that's more personal to the person that you're talking to. I hope this helped you. Have a wonderful day. And of course, don't forget to keep smiling.